Manny Sosa, the internet's laziest music nerd, reviewing Chromacopia by Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator to me is very obviously one of the greatest rap artists to come out since 2010. If there was a big four, he would be right after J. Cole in my opinion. And if he ever decided to make a more commercial single, he could easily pass him. Chromacopia is more of a mixed bag when it comes to what Tyler has done over the course of his career. It's like he made a compilation of all the different sounds he has done since he came out to make an album composed of all the different sides of Tyler. I really like the first two tracks, Saint Chroma and Ratata. Ratata sounds like an updated version of that vintage Odd Future sounds. The heavily distorted bass and creepy synths make the backdrop for Tyler to flex his cash and accolades. Saint Chroma is cool, but I thought Tyler's whisper intro was extra. I wish he had delivered that in a more regular way, but Daniel Caesar's part was heavenly, and then it drops into that hard-ass distorted bass, old school OF type beat again. Loved it. Darling I with Tizo Touchdown is one of my favorite records on the project. It feels like something from Flower Boy and very early Kanye inspired to me. It was funny to find out that Tyler Creator is a player who feels like he just can't have one partner. This into Hey Jane, a narrative record where Tyler speaks from the perspective of a man and a woman, where the woman has gotten pregnant and they debate whether they should keep the child or not. A very dope conceptual record. I Killed You is another one of those records that sounds like an old school Pharrell inspired Tyler. Very cartoonish, animated sounding beat on that one. I thought it was dope and lyrically some thought provoking content. On embracing blackness and the struggles that come with many black on embracing your blackness and the struggles that come for black people when they think about having to change the natural parts about them to excel in any field or be accepted in the world. But Judge Judy and the single Noid were two records I didn't like very much. Noid is a bit all over the place, and there was parts that I liked, like the African song sample and the melodic outro. But outside of those two parts, I didn't really mess with the song at all. And Judge Judy as a whole was just not for me. It sounded like a stretched out interlude, and Tyler's strained melodies on that one make it unlistenable in my opinion. Sticky was dope. It's one of the records that's more palatable to a mainstream rap listener, with the trendy Glorilla and Sexy Red features, and Lil Wayne destroys his 15-second appearance on that song. Just a pretty hard record overall, even though I thought that Sexy Red was lackluster, probably the worst part of the song. Take Your Mask Off is another conceptual record about people hiding their true selves in the form of fake hard gangsters or DL gay preachers. To me, another clear standout on the project. The production on Tomorrow was very dope. A very dreamy, floaty guitar beat where Tyler talks about his worries on the future when it comes to starting a family compared to his friends. Thought I Was Dead is another banger and likely my second favorite song on the project after Ratata. Another example of the Pharrell classic Odd Future type production, featuring Schoolboy Q who bodies his verse. Then Like Him is an alternative R&B sound, kind of like from Igor. Sounds majestic and beautiful. I like that a lot as well. And then Dochi's feature on Balloon was incredible. While I wasn't the biggest fan of the instrumental on Balloon, her delivery on that track made it for me. The last track, I Hope You Find Your Way Home, and ends the album strong with some hard flexing raps, while the beat is still more chilled out and spacey. But overall, I think this album has its highlights like Ratata, Darling I, Hey Jane, Sticky, and Thought I Was Dead. But from a production standpoint, not my favorite, and there's a lot of stylistic and delivery choices that were very questionable. And when there are these questionable choices, it would help to have some really heavily replayable singles, but Tyler is not really the best at making those. But of course, on this project, Tyler does not lack creativity or artistry. Just on this album, I don't think his execution was the best. Compared to his last releases, really the last three, Flower Boy, Igor, and Call Me If You Get Lost, I don't think this is better than either of them. Scoring Tyler the Creator's CHROMAKOPIA a 7.2 out of 10. Pretty low for Tyler. Let me know what you think about it. What would you rate it? Did you fuck with it? Argue with me in the comments. Catch you in the next one. Peace.